Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Manchesterunited and welcome back to the Red Devils podcast. Exciting week for Man United fans, at least on the field, and very demoralizing news as far as transfers are concerned, because like we have seen this again and again. I'm really sorry that we are starting this talk with the most disappointing news, but unfortunately, Eric Ten Hag has been playing, making players play a brilliant brand of football. We are really doing very great on the pitch. In fact, if you haven't heard about this, Eric Ten Hag is the fastest manager to reach 20 wins out of 27 games in Manchester United history. He is the fastest manager to do that. So when we were all of those Man United fans who were like hating the fact of Pochettino getting the job, and who were like behind Ten Hag, that he is the right sort of manager which we really want at United, and we need to trust the process. We lost the first two games, like we really lost the first two games, Brighton and I don't remember the other team, but really we lose those games. In fact, at Etihad we have a Manchester derby this weekend, and at Etihad we were like 6-3. Their two goal scorers, Erling Haaland and Phil Foden, they scored a hat-trick against us. So that was very disappointing to see, but like everybody said, that we need to trust the process, and finally we are seeing the brand of football that Man United are playing, that Eric Ten Hag wanted Man United players to play, and that is great. Like we have won around 12 games, our previous 12 games, we have won 12 previous games. I mean, that is somewhat exciting, because no matter how many times the board has been disappointing the Man United fans again and again. I mean, look what happened to Darwin Nunez in the summer. Look what happened to De Jong deal. Then look what happened to Cody Gakpo deal this January, and then again with the Felix deal, Chelsea is coming in and swooping in with the sort of 10 million, 12 million money, and then they're just finishing that deal, and that was very disheartening, because everybody knew that Eric Ten Hag wanted Darwin, everybody knew he wanted De Jong, everybody knew he wanted Gakpo, everybody knew he wanted Felix, and still these assholes can't deliver us anything. And I really don't want to talk about Chelsea, because Chelsea are like Chelsea are basically like that old hooker. They don't know what to do. I mean, they know what to do. They know what to do in the Premier League, but unfortunately, they are that sort of an old hooker. No matter, they know they can't win anything, they know they won't be able to do anything, but still they're just gonna chuck a buttload of money on expensive jewelry and expensive clothes, and making them as beautiful they can, but they deep down they all know they are just not good enough for the market. And they can hire any manager, like everybody knew he's gonna fail. That Potter, I don't even remember his name, but still. Anyways, let's not talk about Chelsea. Like I said, old hooker. So their time has gone. They are at number 10. I don't even want to believe that they're gonna do anything this season, or maybe the next one. But moving on, let's talk about the Man United. I'm really happy with the Carabao Cup result. I'm really sorry again, because I wasn't able to do that match reaction, but I was actually in that video, I was talking about the Carabao Cup, because I really want us to win a silverware, no matter whether it's a Carabao Cup or it's a FA Cup. We all know that we're not gonna win Premier League this year. We know that maybe we can be in the top 2 in the next year, but it's going to take us at least a year or two to be a title contender. But we can win FA Cup. Even Eric Ten Hag said this, that that's a trophy that we can win. In very few matches, he himself said this, in a very few matches you can achieve absolutely everything. So that was impressive to see a manager talk like that after Mourinho and Solskjaer. So but still, I'm really happy. And last night, wow, when I don't even want to say, the champions Man City was stunned by Southampton. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. They were stunned by Newcastle United. They were stunned by Newcastle United, and Newcastle United. We all know Newcastle United are, on a roll, and they are playing a good brand of football. They got new owners and everything, but still, they knocked out Man City out of Carabao Cup, and now I believe that this is our best chance of winning Carabao Cup, because there are two legs, first of all, and secondly, the top four teams for the Carabao Cup final are Manchester United, Newcastle United, Southampton, and Nottingham Forest. We have drawn Nottingham Forest as our upcoming semi-final, and Southampton will face Newcastle United. So, I fancy our chances. I actually believe that we have a great chance of winning Carabao Cup, and I actually want a silverware this at the end of this year with Eric Ten Hag. I really want that. No matter anybody says that it's not a very important cup in comparison with FA Cup or Champions League or Premier League, but the way we have been playing for the past 5-6 years, I really want a silverware. I need a trophy at the end of the season, regardless of which one it is. I really don't care about it. But as we all know, we are playing a great brand of football, but that's not the disappointing part. The disappointing part is the transfers. The disappointing part, the players who want to come to United, the players we are actually trying to buy, the players are going for another teams, and the players that Eric Ten Hag really wants at the club. Because all those players that have gone to other clubs, those are the players Eric Ten Hag really wanted at this club, and that's very disheartening that still these assholes, the bunch, the Glazers, they're still not backing the manager when they can see the difference what he has done with the team. They can see the difference what he's making to the team, and still they are not backing him, and that's really disheartening. I mean, how can you expect? Because sooner or later there will be factors like fatigue, lack of form, but still nobody's interested in that. That's really disappointing. As a Man United fan, you really want your team to win everything. As a Man United fan, you really want your team to win matches. But if there is no squad depth, if there's no alternate number 10, or there's no alternate attacker, sooner or later you're gonna pick up injuries. You're gonna pick up knocks. Look what happened to Diogo Dalot. I mean, Eric Ten Hag himself said this. It's not a big thing. It's not to worry about. We just took him out of because of precaution, because of the Manchester Derby match. So, but these things can happen. Injuries are a part of football match. But this doesn't get inside the thick skull of that assholes, and that's what worries me. But as long as we are talking about those attackers. Like you've all been reading this everywhere that Weghort's deal is done almost, and trust me, Weghort's deal is done. He's from Burnley and he's on loan at Besiktas, but trust me, the deal is done. Maybe today, or maybe I'm pretty much confident about this, that before Manchester Derby or during that post that derby, we are getting an update regarding the Weghort's deal, because everything is done. The player wants to join us. The player himself said this to the Besiktas management, that he's ready to pay his own wages. He wants to play for Man United, and Burnley doesn't have a recall clause in the agreement, but we all know that Man United can pull this off. And as of now, because we don't have any option, there are no strikers available in the January window, and definitely he's 31 years old, and he's not somebody that we really want at the club. But he's Dutch. Eric Ten Hag must be knowing about him quite a lot, and maybe that is why he's actually preferring him, because something is better than nothing. Even in my last video I said this: if there's nothing in the market, then definitely we're gonna go for, if Memphis Depay holds that shirt, we'll support him, because he's a Man United player then, and we'll have to stick by him whatever the circumstances are. But unfortunately we don't even believe, because what, this may come as a surprise, because I'm not saying this is not my source of information. This is from Laurie Whitwell. She tweeted this. I really want to get this right. Manchester United are limited to looking at players they can borrow this month and do not even want to be tied to permanent contracts for low cost players, preferring to have a clear run at more desirable targets in as next summer window. This is coming from Laurie Whitwell. And I mean, this pretty much sums it up that Man United are looking at cheap options, they are looking at loan deals, and players they are not going to cost much even in the loan as a loan fee is concerned. And they are talking about they are not desirable candidates. I mean, shitheads. Gakpo was a desirable candidate. You couldn't buy that. João Felix was a desirable candidate. You couldn't do a deal. Darwin Núñez, De Jong, they all were desirable transfer targets in the summer, which were actually put on the list by Eric Ten Hag, your fucking manager, and still you're saying that Man United are looking at the cheap option because there are not desirable candidates in the market. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, and the desirable candidates. Let me get those two. The desirable candidates. Man United have now are in the race now. They are actually in the race now to three possible marquee striker signings. Number one on the top of the table is Harry Kane from Spurs. I mean, that striker has never won anything. He has never won any trophy, any award as a striker, and still Man United, and he's reaching his 30s. He's reaching his 30s, and still Man United are looking at Harry Kane as the main striker. I mean, is that a marquee signing? I mean, I'm sure if he was like 3 years younger, in his mid-20s, I would still, say that, okay, fine, I'm behind him. But Harry Kane, I mean, seriously, this has been clearly proven that Eric Ten Hag doesn't like older players. He wants a young team. There was a reason he was benching Cristiano Ronaldo, and Ronaldo is one of the greatest of all time. I mean, look at Ronaldo and look at Harry Kane. There's not even comparison. Even in the crap Man United team when Ronaldo was coming back, he scored 23 goals. He was the top scorer of Man United in that crap team when we had the lowest score, the 63 points at the table. Even in that performance, Ronaldo was the top scorer and Harry Kane couldn't even do shit with the Spurs, with all the money, with all the changing managers. And still, now when he's reaching 30s, Man United are looking at Harry Kane as the potential marquee signing. And why? Because he'll just be having 18 months left on his contract. I mean, in the summer, there will be only 12 months. But is that sort of a deal that Eric Ten Hag wants at Man United? I don't think so. The other players, the other marquee strikers that are actually on Man United targets are Victor Osimhen from Napoli. I guess Napoli bought him up from for 60 million, and he has scored around 11 or 12 goals in 16 games, I think so. In Italian league, he's doing fine. Maybe Eric Ten Hag wants him at the United, but because he's young, I'll still support him. I'll still be able to put that Osimhen name above Harry Kane because he's a young talent. The other player that Man United have shortlisted is Benjamin Cesko from RB Salzburg. Cesko, he's a fine lad. I'm not saying that he's a pathetic striker or he's not capable of wearing the Man United jersey. But like we all said this, we need a marquee signing. Like, remember, Man City just went ahead and bought Erling Haaland. Chelsea just did, and look, Chelsea what did with João Felix. Why can't Man United do that sort of a deal? I mean, this is really disappointing to see that Man United can't even do shit about this. And as far as these targets are concerned, I really don't want to talk about them because, what the hell? What the hell are these guys thinking? Signing Harry Kane from Spurs because he has 12 months left on his contract and he's a potential marquee signing because he's an England international. I mean, bollocks, what has he won? He has won nothing. He couldn't even win his, backyard footballing championship if there was one. I mean, I'm pretty much sure about this. But you know what? And this is not coming from some Italian or Spanish outlet. This is coming from ESPN. This is coming from Talksport. So this is sort of reliable information. And if Man United are looking at Harry Kane, I really want new owners at the club, because that's really disappointing. And as far as new owners are concerned, I really want to delve into this, because I actually shortlisted this as a topic for today. And Man United are after that Charlton win and semi-final spot in the Carabao Cup, Man United prices soared like in the New York Stock Exchange since 2012. Man United price per share was $11 in the summer, when we were when last year we hit the rock bottom, and we scored the lowest point in Man United history in 62 or 63 pointers at the table, and the prices per share was $11. And after the Charlton win at Carabao Cup, and the way Eric Ten Hag again made this club sort of defensively great, and attacking wise also, now the prices of Man United per share are $24 per share. And you know what, now Man United could be sold for over 8 billion, and I don't know whether anyone in the world would chuck $8 billion just for Man United, and then around 3-4 more billion dollars for the management, for the new stadium, for the players and everything. And that what worries me, because if the prices of the Man United shares are soaring up, Glazers would want more money, and nobody would give more money. In fact, there was a tweet from I'm not remembering the name, I wrote it down here somewhere, Martin Ziegler from QSI, Qatar Sports Investment, the owners of PSG. He himself tweeted this, that they are they are not looking out to buy any sort of share, or they are not trying to get into talks with Man United or Liverpool. They are happy with PSG, and they have no intention of selling PSG. So if QSI, who are like one of the wealthiest investment firms in the world, and they are not looking to chuck any money in the Man United bidding war, I don't think so anyone would pay $8 billion. And that's what worries me, because if nobody is forming a consortium, or is nobody is there talking about the bidding strategy, I'm pretty much sure that we won't get new owners, even if the Glazers want to walk out, because they won't be getting any money. And if we don't get new owners by the end of March, it's pretty much possible that again in the transfer market we won't sign anything good. Eric Ten Hag will again be disappointed, as well as the Man United fans, and that is gonna be really worrisome for every Man United fan, because players at this moment are actually kicking the shit out of everyone, and we need more talent, we need more star players, we need more marquee players in the club. And if these assholes, Richard Arnold, Murter, Glazers, if these assholes are at the top of the club, trust me, we won't sign a great talent. We won't even negotiate a stray dog in front of the Old Trafford, because they'll be looking at a cheaper option in their own backyard. They won't sign even a stray dog if that's for $1 million. They'll sign a fucking a stray dog from their own backyard, who's just gonna they're just gonna give him a lollipop or a hot dog, and then just tie them to the Old Trafford pitch. That's what they're gonna do. That's what they can do that, because they are not good negotiators. We have seen this again and again. Bellingham, Haaland, every single player who went to another club, they just can't do things. We all know that, and I really wanted new owners. In fact, everybody around the world wanted new owners of Man United, but we can't even talk about it. I'm really sorry. I'm actually I'm actually sort of getting depressed because of all these news. And as far as transfers are concerned, Eric Ten Hag if you have seen the match against Charlton, Pellistri, I mean, I'm damn impressed by Pellistri. I actually forgot about him, to be very honest. I forgot about Pellistri. I'm actually forgetting about Diallo, because Elanga was so many times promoted. Elanga was so many times chucked into the first team, even ahead of Ronaldo, when he wasn't even playing good football. He wasn't even like the 10 12 minutes of Facundo Pellistri were much better than entire 6 to 7 months of Elanga. I mean, that player impressed me a lot. I mean, even Menu, who debuted as an attacking midfielder, he was playing. He did good. I mean, until he was substituted by Eric Ten Hag for Casemiro. He played a very great football. He did some couple of good runs. He made some great passes. So he impressed me a lot. Pellistri was damn impressive. He even assisted that Rashford's first goal. So when you see, I'm sorry, that was second goal. But when you see these sort of attacking options, you actually think about this, that why is Elanga so many times promoted? I mean, that guy, we all know that Elanga is not really developed. He needs to go on a loan. He needs to play for championship, so that he can grab at least something, what footballing sense he wants to, because as of this moment he is not that sort of a player who's gonna win us matches. We need somebody like Pellistri, we need somebody like João Felix, but let's not talk about João Felix, because he's gone to Chelsea, he's gone to the old hooker, so nothing's gonna good come out of it, even if he does anything miraculously that he wants to, but still nothing good's gonna come out of it. And another young right back that we have actually shortlisted is Southampton's right back. I'm forgetting his name. Kyle Walker-Peters. Kyle Walker-Peters is from Southampton. He's 25 years old. He's attacking right back, and because everybody knows that we are hoping to let Wan-Bissaka go to any other club, and that is why we are looking at Southampton striker. But I don't think so, because I'm not saying that this is a wrong deal, this is not impressive, because I really don't know much about him. But we have all seen that Dumfries is on the sale, is on the market. Frimpong, Eric Ten Hag really liked Frimpong. Why are we not going for those younger options which the manager actually likes? Why again we are actually looking for the cheaper options in the Premier League? Because we all know Southampton will want at least 20-25 millions. I'm pretty much sure that we can get Frimpong or Dumfries in that. So why aren't we going for those options that Man United's manager, who's actually doing a great job at Man United, why aren't we backing him? Why aren't we chucking money in his priority list? That baffles me. I can't, because I mean, look at Arsenal. They are in for Mudryk. Mudryk wants to come, but they are actually demanding around 100 million or something, and we all know that that's really difficult for Arsenal or any club in the January window. But now they are in talks with Real Madrid for Hazard, Eden Hazard. Remember, I mean, he has lost his touch, but still, I mean, I know they are at the top of the table. He can play up front. He can play in the wing position. He can play as a number 10. And see now what they are doing. Arsenal are simply making their squad look good. At least he'll be on the bench, but he will be on the bench. And I really don't know what what Man United are planning, and that really disappoints me. That really worries me. What's going to happen in the future? But let's just wrap this up. Actually, I'm babbling for quite long. I don't even know. I'm not even sad about this. I'm not even frustrated, because this is what you expect from Man United board. They're gonna disappoint you every single window, and the only thing good about this, that we are on a roll. We have won 12 games, 12 previous games. We are still in the cup. Man City knocked out of Carabao Cup. We are still in the FA Cup, and battle for top 4 is looking quite good. This weekend we have Manchester Derby, and I think the Manchester Derby is now the final test of Eric Ten Hag's development, because last when we visited Etihad, we were down to 6-3, and after that we defended really well. We attacked more. And since Christmas we are on a roll. I'm really enjoying the brand of football that we are playing right now, and that is what I want. And I think Manchester Derby is the perfect match that we can evaluate where are we going, where we are right now, what has changed from the last from our last visit to the Etihad, and let's see. We surely gonna talk about I promise you, this time I'm gonna do a match reaction regardless what I'm doing and where am I will definitely do a match reaction of Manchester Derby, because we really want Man United to win that match. I mean, they are wasting Old Trafford. I really want Man United to kick their asses, so that Erling Haaland, I really want that, I want that man to have a bad game. I really don't want him to score against us. And because now I think we are more confident than them, because we are still in the cup. We haven't got a defeat in the past 12 games, and Man City just got defeated by Newcastle United. So I think we will be more better focused, or we'll be more goal oriented, and let's just hope that our win and their loss counts against something against them, and I really want that. Until then, please take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and please keep supporting Man United and the channel as well, because I really need that. So please, bye bye.